You are now listening to the most electrified and vilified podcast on the net, Hot Topix Podcast. Let's get this party started. Welcome, everybody, to the Hot Topix Podcast. I'm Psycho4081, and I'm here with
Lamb Chop.
Hey.
Hey.
It's a beautiful, frigid Monday.
It's a little chilly. It's
Yes.
a little chilly.
And we have a forecast of snow coming up.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, right?
Yeah, tomorrow. Yep.
Okay.
And for the next couple days, it looks like it's not going to clear up till Thursday or Friday.
Okay. I'm going to give a shout out. Let's take this time. I'm going to give a shout out to BG&E. Y'all some thieves, okay? You're con people, and you're lucky I'm not in charge, okay? Just wanted to tell you that.
Yeah, it's a struggle. These last two bills have been insane.
They crooks.
It's just been ridiculous.
I just don't. And in prior to this, I got received a call telling me how, they'll work with you with your bill and this and that, whatever. And basically it was so high for everybody because it was so cold.
Yeah.
And they, threw that little extra in there that we have stuff to fix and
Right.
we gotta, okay. Yeah,
Right.
you're a bunch of crooks. So I know you're making billions. And I think on the next podcast, if I remember, I'm gonna pull up how much you guys make per year.
Oh, please don't make me cry. Because that would definitely make me cry.
Yes, Baltimore Gas and Electric. Okay. So, speaking of crooks,
I'm going to fight you.
Did you watch Super Bowl?
I kind of sort of did.
Did you watch?
Sorta did.
All right. So, did you watch the halftime show?
I did watch the
You did?
halftime
Okay.
show.
So, I watched it. I thought it was great. As far
I liked it, yeah.
as the whole visual presentation, it was great. And I'm not too big of a fan of the music. I mean,
Yeah, I had no clue what he was talking about.
Most people were saying that too, but
Yeah.
I got what he was saying, but there's a few songs of his that I like.
Right,
I know
right.
he's lyrically really good, but it's just not my style.
Right.
But that
I
said,
agree.
Everybody was raving over it, how good it was and all the messages in there.
Yes, yes.
And so I just happened to get on one of the Facebook pages. It had nothing to do with music or anything like that. I think it was something about recipes, and somebody put in, if you had to grade the halftime show A to F, what would you get it? So I started looking down the line what people were saying, and it was the vast majority of Fs.
Really?
And a lot of people said if I can go lower, I would.
Well, it depends on what age they are too.
It was all white folks.
Oh, yeah, forget them then.
And it was about older white folks, and I understood that part because if you're not a hip hop fan,
Right.
you probably didn't get all the
The
subliminals
references,
and you probably didn't get all that. And it said it. They were saying I didn't get the messages. Some people did, and they said,
Right,
"Well, I didn't get it. What did it mean? What did it mean?"
Right.
So I threw some stuff in there, but I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, it definitely depends on your age group, your generation, all of that. The type of music that you like. What I found disturbing was Sam Jackson dressed up as Uncle Sam, and I was like, wait a minute, I don't know how I feel about that.
So he started off as Uncle Sam,
Right.
and it was a kind of like a reference to Uncle Tom.
Okay.
So he changed. He went from Uncle Sam,
Right.
What he was saying, and then he, when he started talking about it, he was saying,
Let's keep this not ghetto. Let's keep it laid back.
Yes,
Yeah.
basically act the way they expect
you to
act.
act. Right.
So it was a lot. Only thing I'm gonna say I did not like about the whole thing was when Serena Williams got up there and she was.
You didn't
so-called
like it when she was
crip
crip walking? You didn't like it?
I don't like that at all because
Okay.
it still glorifies to me. It glorifies the whole
the
gang culture.
Okay.
I didn't like that.
Okay.
And I understand she's from Compton.
Right. Yeah, and that has really been ingrained in that culture. It really has been. It's a dance now, and people do it.
But you're on the world stage, right?
Yeah.
And the Super Bowl is supposed to be for everybody.
Right.
So I get that a lot of people didn't like it who is not in that hip hop culture.
Yeah, well, the hip hop, not the hip hop. The halftime shows have always been other
country
centric,
Eurocentric,
right? Other centric. So now people are saying we want to see us. So I wasn't mad at a Kurt Walker.
Well, they have Rock Nation is in charge of.
Yeah.
So, they're gonna put what they want on there.
Right.
But I would have liked to see. No, honestly, I hardly ever watch the halftime shows. I don't care who's on it.
Really, that's the only reason I would watch.
I think that it's too long, and when that happens, I usually go do something else.
Okay.
But I did watch this one, and I think, the halftime show should have a little variety of different things.
Okay.
Not have one person take the whole center stage.
Oh, I ain't mad at that. Yeah. I ain't mad at that because Prince was everything.
Yeah, and even if it was Prince or whoever, I just would like to see in on this stage a variety.
Okay.
And I want one country music singer. I don't want one hip hop, one rock and roll. Just do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. I'm okay with that.
The results of the Super Bowl was good to me because I
was home thinking, Glass is happy, his team is winning.
Yes. And just for clarification, that's my number 2 team. I'm Pittsburgh Steelers for life. But I grew up in the Eagles area,
right?
So,
right.
But yeah, that was a big thing. But,
I didn't. I kept going back and forth, watching other stuff. I missed all the commercials. I think I saw one commercial.
I was not impressed with the commercials.
Really?
I think every year the commercials get. I think our expectation maybe got too high.
Right. Because for some years they were running some really good commercials, but then it just kind of dropped, and it's like it hasn't been able to get that momentum back. I think.
Like, I can't even, right now. I can't even come up with a commercial that was played
stuck in your head. Yeah.
Like usually every year you hit. Oh, you remember that commercial about Doritos or Budweiser?
Yeah.
Not this year.
I did see the one Budweiser commercial.
Which one was that?
The little horse. The guy was just like, "Oh, you can't go, Bud." And one of the what do you call them? That the beer comes in. The barrels fell off the wagon.
Oh, okay.
And he pushed it all the way to the bar.
That.
And I was like, "Oh, how cute is that?"
Yeah.
I thought Tom Cruise looked crazy. He did an opening thing, I think, for and I was just like, what is wrong with him?
Yeah, they did. All right. Tom Cruise. What was it? It was a message for that though, right?
Yeah, it was something, but I couldn't get past the hair looked faked. His face looked weird, and I was just like, what is going on with him?
Mission Impossible's coming out.
I know.
So maybe that's the look he was going with, the Mission Impossible.
Okay.
I'm
it
guessing.
was weird looking.
But I did recognize one commercial. I just thought about it. It was the one with Snoop Dogg and Tom Brady.
I didn't see.
When he was like, it was about hate. I hate that you do this. I hate that you do this. I hate you because of this. I hate you because of this. They was going back and forth.
Right.
And they basically said something about hating somebody is stupid.
Right.
Especially, the reasons was stupid, whatever. But it was a message.
Okay.
But
I might YouTube them. Because I didn't watch. I really didn't. And I was tired and my eyes started getting heavy after a while. But then I turned it. It was like 40-0.
It was like 40-6.
Okay. I turned it and came back. I was like, oh, they scored. Wait a minute. What happened? They scored. I'm like, y'all better stop them.
Listen, I was still nervous.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. They got this lead 20-0.
Right.
23 to, it was kept going up. I'm like, don't get to the second half and blow it.
And mess it up.
Don't get to the fourth quarter and blow it.
Right.
So once I started doing calculations. How many times they had to get the ball to score and how much time would be left. And once I comfortable with that, I was like, okay, now I can breathe deeply.
God, I heard the announcer say, nobody should be celebrating yet. I don't care how many minutes is on. Like, y'all, you celebrate later, but.
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you that year where Atlanta Falcons went to the Super Bowl when they was playing the Patriots, and they was whipping the Patriots' butt and ended up losing.
Oh, my gosh.
So I understand that part.
Right.
But one thing I'm glad. Oh,
oh, Lord, I'm scared.
I'm happy because this last year, it irritated me. Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
I have nothing against Taylor Swift.
Right.
It's a football game. Stop showing her every single other play.
Right.
They showed her one time. And I was like, okay, you did well. Okay, you did well. We don't want to see Taylor Swift.
Well, that's only because they were losing. I guarantee you, if they were winning, they would have shown her more. But they said she brought a lot of people to football, and the Swifties came and supported football.
Well, guess
and
what? I don't care about the Swifties. I don't care about no extra women. When I watch the football game, I don't want every other play you showing up into the owner's box and you showing her, and she don't play football. Okay, just because she's dating a guy that plays on it, I don't want to see that. And Trump was there. He got booed.
Good. I ain't mad at that at all, y'all.
So
all Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say something that went right out of my head. Oh, I don't remember a time, and I don't watch a lot of football, but I don't remember a time where it was so much focus on somebody's girlfriend. You know, and is it Tom Brady married the model?
Yes, Giselle.
Yeah,
right.
You didn't
see
see her like that.
Nope.
I mean, they might have showed her a couple of times, but you did not see her in
like
that way. Yeah, it's
never.
just like, oh my gosh.
You know, funny. I like the guy for the chief that she's dating. I like him. I like him and his brother. I think they have great personalities. You know, whatever. He's a great guy. It's not my team, but I still like the guy. So, and like I said, I couldn't tell you a Taylor Swift song if it smacked me in the head. But I have nothing against her either. I like her advocacy.
Okay, yeah, she definitely does.
But this is football. Let us watch the game. If you want to flash to something, flash to somebody's mama.
Oh my gosh.
In the stands.
Yeah. Yeah.
But all right, so since we were gone, we got to do. This is going to be a Trump watch, I believe, all year, right?
It's hard to not do it because he does all kind of just ridiculous stuff.
In the annals of dumbass executive orders.
Where's the "you big dummy" button? That's what we need. Yeah.
Our glorious president, Donald J. Trump, decides to issue an executive order banning paper straws. He said, let's go back to plastic. Out of all the things
that is going on in this world. Yeah.
Paper straws.
Yeah. That's so he can't drink his Diet Coke from McDonald's. A paper straw.
I was like, literally, that has to be the dumbest executive order in the history of this country. It has to be.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing.
So and I do want to
just like, how is that on your mind right now? You have all this other stuff going on.
You know what I really think it is? I think he's there. Maybe he's a crash test dummy or something. And people, hey, Mr. President, I don't like this paper straw.
Yeah.
They go soggy after. It takes me 30 minutes to drink this drink, and they go soggy. Okay, can you do? He does stuff like this.
But I think he's putting out the dumb stuff because the real stuff we really need to be concerned with is not getting announced. So he's making us focus on straws, and in the background you doing something extra super duper shady, and then we're gonna wake up one day and be like, how did that happen?
Okay,
that's how.
So let's talk about two major things real quick. All right, so he decides in his infinite wisdom that to solve this Palestinian-Israeli conflict, he's going to have the USA take over Gaza. Okay? Now, mind you, they've been fighting for what? How many?
100 years?
Yes, for people that actually live there. So
right.
He thinks he's going to go in there and just take over Gaza and make it the Riviera of the Middle East. All right? So one thing about that is, he's the developer. So you know what that means. He's going to have his people going there or whatever. And then recently he said that the Palestinians won't have any rights to come back to the land.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Isn't that what they're fighting
each
other about?
Yes.
Taking land?
Yes. So that's one. And what the ironic thing about that, a lot of the Muslims or the Arab people here in the United States basically supported Trump and
really?
Yeah, they did. Or did a protest vote. So they either voted for Trump, they voted third party, or they didn't vote for president.
Which
because
is
of
a Trump vote, really.
Yeah, because of Biden, the Biden administration
not doing
providing,
anything.
Well, they tried, but they were still providing Israel with weapons.
Weapons, okay.
So, I got into an argument, or I'm not going to say argument, but a debate about that with one of my Muslim brothers or whatever. And, he was like, well, I'm going third party. I'm going Jill Stein. I said, that's a waste of vote. She has no chance in the world, right? He's like, well, that type of thinking is going to cause Trump to win. Mm-hmm. And he said, well, I hope she does lose. Talking about Kamala.
Right.
I was like, okay, well, I'm telling you, you're looking at somebody who already said this,
right,
and did all these different things. So just because of they're going to get weapons, that's Israel controls this country. So they're going to get that anyway. So you guys are going to support somebody who's, I didn't understand that. So now I really want to call the people, the Muslim communities, and say, well, hey, how'd that work out for you? Like the Venezuelans.
I mean, he has just said all degrading things about Muslims, and I just didn't. I don't understand. I don't understand. It's not gonna. No matter what you do, you can't make it make sense to me.
Right.
You talked about women like we're just brood mares. We just gotta have babies because you said, yeah.
Well, in his defense, I'm gonna defend him on this one. When it comes to women, he did nominate a few Looney Tunes, women Looney Tunes, to his administration. How was
that defending him in any kind of way?
He was so much for the common man that he appointed a donut shop owner as an ambassador to Costa Rica.
Okay, we're not gonna talk about this anymore because it's just gonna make me bad. It's getting too close to my bedtime. I don't want to be.
Oh yeah, one more thing, my last thing. So, in the words of making a mockery of our government, he is a supporter of DEI.
Who is?
Trump. He actually took some action. He wanted to punish South Africa for treating the minority whites very badly.
Stop talking. I can't.
And give them refugee status in the United States.
Even.
Yes. So he said they were treating them very badly because the government decided.
The whole South Africa that had apartheid.
Yes. So what they did was they decided to go back and to determine who actually stole land from the indigenous people and to take that land back. If you acquired it legally, that's fine. But if whoever took the land, so they're treating them very badly. So he's gonna, cut off aid to South Africa and offer them, refugee status. The president that doesn't like immigrants or refugees.
Right. So they can come.
Yeah. Yes. I thought that was ironic.
And I feel like all the homogenized people can come. All the people that don't have color are welcome.
And for now,
like
for
his
anybody,
wife and their family.
Yeah, he did marry at least one American woman.
Okay.
but all the people who can see this, like the whole. All right, we'll move on.
Yeah, we'll
move on from crooks.
Because I am not. I don't even know what to say.
Well, happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month.
This is day number
10.
Today's the 10th. February 10th.
It's my favorite aunt's birthday. Happy birthday, Aunt Val. Rest in heaven.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. I miss her so much.
That's the one that lived near me.
No. That's the one with the twins.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Love her.
Well, we're going to celebrate Black History Month.
Yes.
This episode by discussing some great Black inventors and their inventions. So in preparing for this, I was kind of shocked. Most of the stuff I knew, but I realized that there's a lot of contributions to the society, not actually the world, that we really don't,
get any credit for.
Yes.
Yeah, just put it out there.
And I was like, wait a minute, the toilet.
Really?
Yes. The toilet commode by T. Elkins.
Wow.
I was like, and I was thinking about all the stuff that, affects me.
Right.
So I was like, okay, refining sugar.
Oh God. Yeah. They could have left that one.
But it was so many. We're going to discuss those though.
Yeah.
But it's so many. So
I pulled up a couple of inventors too.
What you got? You have any favorites?
No, I didn't. I just pulled up people. Actually, they came across my Facebook page, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. And I got this one, Elijah McCoy. He was born in 1844, a child of former slaves. He was an engineer and went to the B&O Ellicott City Railroad, which I didn't even know it was a railroad there. This is in Maryland. I didn't even know it was a railroad over in Ellicott City. And of course, because he was Black, he couldn't be an engineer. They wouldn't allow him, but they put him like in a janitorial position. And while he was there, he changed the way that the train runs. He invented an automatic lubrication for oil in the engines of the locomotive. And in 1872, McCoy patented the oil drip cup, which allowed steam engines to be lubricated while they were running, saving time and money.
Okay.
And he invented the whole. Oh, that's where the real McCoy comes from.
I was waiting for that.
I did not know that.
Yes. It's the real McCoy. Yes.
His inventions were quickly adopted by the railroads and were considered so outstanding that customers reportedly asked for the real McCoy when requesting his designs. So, well, look at that.
Yep. I'm sure many people don't know that.
I'm sure many people don't know that. And I'm sure people who say that's the real McCoy don't know that they're talking about a black person. Right. I bet you they stopped saying it. So by the time he passed in 1929, he held 57 U.S. patents around, the railroad and improving the railroad. So I thought that was really interesting, mostly because it was, here in Maryland.
So B&O Railroad, you recognize that from the Monopoly board?
I recognize it from the B&O Railroad here.
Okay.
but of course, board, once it was on a Monopoly board, it was just like, oh my God, look at that. Yeah.
So do you know what it stands for?
No, I did know at some point.
B&O Railroad, I think, is the Baltimore, Ohio.
Oh, okay, because that's where it ran.
I think so.
Okay.
But if it's on a Monopoly board, it must have went through Atlantic City too.
Maybe.
So who knows? We have to find that out.
We'll find that out. Yeah.
All right, I have a few things that I think you would approve of, or
I would appreciate.
Yeah. Okay.
Shenanigans coming.
The clothes dryer.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah, the clothes dryer was invented in 1892. Wow. That I would never have thought.
Right.
I remember back in the 1970s.
Who you telling? I was putting them clothespins on them clothes like it wasn't nothing. And my dumb tail had cloth diapers, so I was hanging cloth and washing cloth diapers.
Only time I've seen cloth diapers was on Tom and Jerry.
I was trying to be environmentally. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't have cloth. You were using
for my kids.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I've never ever heard of anybody or seen anybody using cloth. Oh,
I probably wore cloth diapers too. Yeah, yeah, I did.
Well, this guy, George C. Sampson, developed the first automatic clothes dryer that used a series of suspension rods over a specifically designed stove to dry clothes.
Wow.
His design was used up until the late 1930s when the use of gas and electric dryers began. Prior to this invention, clothes were hung over the top of an open flame, but often left clothes
smelling like smoke. Yeah. Or catching on fire. It is nothing like fresh sheets off the line that the sun has, warmed, and it's nothing like it.
As if somebody don't come through and steal your stuff.
Facts.
All right, here's another one for you. Automatic gear shift.
In your car?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you not a drop stick?
No.
Okay. So Richard Spikes invented in 1932.
Wow.
He was a Texas-born barber, school teacher, musician, businessman, and inventor.
Wow.
He received a patent for his automatic gear shifter in 1932 when it was quickly welcomed by the major vehicle companies. He then focused his energy on improving the automatic braking system until 1962.
Wow.
So he also holds several American patents, including the beer tap, or a beer tap.
Okay.
The billiard cue rack. Really?
Huh.
Wow. Okay. Horizontally swinging barber chair, vehicle turn signals, and the automatic gear shifter.
Well, he invented those turn signals for people to use.
Yeah. They don't use them.
At all.
They don't use them. See? Let's see. Let me give you one more.
For me.
For
just
you.
as you said, it's just for me.
You.
Okay.
For you. Okay. Oh, no. This one is for all of us.
Okay.
This one. The folding chairs. Folding chairs was invented in 1889 by John Purdy. See, I knew it was going to be a connection some way.
You are so special.
Classified as a camp, traveling, or sports stool, John Purdy and Daniel Sajwar made significant improvements to the folding chair, making it extremely portable. See? Wow. If it wasn't for John Purdy, that thing on the docks, but never happened. In today's Black history.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I knew the shenanigans was coming. I said it. I tried to get ahead of it. I tried to let y'all know. Let me see the other person I had. I had 3 people that I thought were really interesting. Just in general, that things that you don't know.
Okay.
I really would encourage everyone to go to the museum, the African American Museum in D.C.
Okay.
It is just, it's a phenomenon. It's just amazing to me.
Oh, here's one guy who gave you your nickname, Lonnie G. Johnson. He invented in 1990 the Super Soaker.
I don't like you. He's not funny.
But something like that he invented accidentally, and then sold it to the toy company, and they made $73 million off of it.
Yeah, I hope he got. I'm sure he didn't get what he deserved. I'm sure he did. In 1889, William H. Richardson, African American, revolutionized childcare with his patent for the first reversible baby carriage.
Oh,
born in Baltimore.
Okay.
We got some smart people here. His innovative designs allowed the bassinet to be turned so the baby can face you or face forward.
Okay.
And then he added wheels, and it became a carriage. Yeah.
Oh, so it was a bassinet that you would just
you could do it. Yeah, you can have it facing you,
okay,
or turn it around facing. But now you know that almost all the strollers are like that.
Yes.
You could do either or. So yeah.
Here's one for you. This is women's empowerment. So that's why I say for you.
Okay.
Dr. Shirley Ann Jackson, 1987, invented the touch tone telephone.
Wow.
Jackson was the first African American woman to earn a doctorate in nuclear physics at MIT.
Holy cow.
Wow. And experiments paved the way for the fiber optic cable, caller ID, portable fax, and touch tone phones. Now I'm trying to think. We didn't have touch tone phones back in the early 80s? I'm trying to think.
Yeah. I most certainly had a Princess phone.
I remember we had the dial.
I had the dial.
Yeah, I'm sure we had the. Okay.
So I had a dial phone. My mother had a dial phone. That thing was heavy. Like you could kill somebody with it.
Really?
It was very heavy. So it probably had been around our house for a long time. And my son, the older son, was just like, "What is that?" And we was trying to tell him that you could call, dial it. He took that entire phone apart because he did not believe that it was a way to dial it and call people. He didn't understand. He did not understand.
Did you have party lines back when you were younger?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I didn't actually discover that until I actually got to Baltimore. It
Really?
was a young lady I was talking to, and
I'm sure you was talking.
she had somehow had a party line, and I was like, "What?" But yeah, I don't know if it was by mistake or whatever. But I remember somebody's on there. They have to clear the line or something along those lines or whatever. Yep. I thought that was crazy.
Kids don't get it. They don't understand.
All right, you have any more?
No, those are
all
mine.
right. So I'm gonna run down the list of things that there's a lot
that we touched in some kind of way.
All right, paper.
Okay.
By Africans, because pirates,
yeah, that's right.
Chess, alphabet, medicine, civilization, and this was actually from one of the college things. So it's not something I pulled out my buttocks. Aeroplane propelling by James S. Adams. Biscuit cutter.
Oh wow.
A.P. Ashburn.
Yeah, she got tired of cutting them daggone biscuits.
Folding bed. L.C. Bailey. Coin changer.
Oh wow.
That was James A. Bauer. Rotary engine, Andrew Beard. Car coupler, Andrew Beard.
What is a car coupler?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Letterbox.
Wow.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
Letterbox. You have two cats? Oh, letter.
Letterbox.
Like a mailbox?
No, the mailbox was invented by a black man,
Okay.
Philip Downing, since you mentioned it.
Okay.
As a solution to visiting the post office every time he wanted to mail a letter, Downing invented the first outdoor mailbox that features a hinged door that kept the letter secure, but also kept the rain out and the snow. He has a patent for improvements on the street railway system, allowing them to switch automatically. Oh, wow. Okay. So that's funny how those things pop up.
Right.
But let's see. Cotton planter, Henry Blair. Also the corn planter. So I guess it's you put on a tractor and they have the
machine.
The
Okay.
rolls and then
Pop it in. Yeah.
Torpedo discharger, H. Bradbury. Disposable syringe, Phil Brooks. Home security system, Marie Brown.
Okay.
I think I had that on this other one too. I was looking at. Yep, it says Mary Van Britton Brown, and it was funny. She's from New York.
Okay.
Along with her husband, Albert Brown, an electrician, invented the first home security system in 1966 as a solution to the high crime rate they experienced in the neighborhood of Queens, New York. So her invention, she used 3 peepholes to help her see through the door, a camera that could adjust from each peephole, a microphone system that allowed her to communicate with visitors, and a remote control that allowed her to unlatch the door, and a button that would contact the police if necessary.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
You go, girl.
Interesting.
Very. I just like the hear and like sharing that, we just didn't come over here and do nothing.
Right.
Like we built this nation and added a significant amount of things to this world. And, don't let people think that all we were slaves.
Street sweeper.
Like the truck sweeper, when the truck come down the street.
I'm guessing CB. I know they didn't do the one with the broom in the but that's interesting. Ironing board, I knew.
Yeah.
Sarah Boone. Lawn mower. Typewriter.
Wow.
Train alarm. For radiation detector. Oh, that's George Carruthers. Peanut butter, paint stains, lotions and soaps. George Washington Carver.
Right.
Automatic fishing reel. Ice cream mold. Printing press.
Oh, I love whoever that was with the ice cream.
Mold. Laser fuels pressure cooker.
I used that today. Yeah. Use that today.
Shoe lasting machine. Don't know what that is. Fire extinguisher. Pencil sharpener.
Wow.
Hairbrush. Traffic signal. We know.
Yeah.
Garrett Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Folding chair. Hand stamp. Fountain pen. Dustpan. Thank you.
Right.
Losing that little piece of paper. Sugar refinement. Clothes dryer. We talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Cellular phone. I knew that. All right, here's one for you.
Oh, Lord.
Pressing comb.
Oh, shoot.
By Walter Sammons.
I was a hot comb queen.
Curtain rod.
Oh, okay.
Lawn sprinkler. Urinalysis machine.
Wow.
By Dewey Sanderson. Horse riding saddle. Probably a type.
Right.
And a type of shoe. Player piano. Don't know what that is.
Really?
Player piano?
Just the piano in general.
Automatic ones.
Oh.
Doorstop. Doorknob. Photo embossing machine. Toilet. The commode. I guess they had a different type back then.
Right.
Guitar. Probably different type. Thermo hair curlers.
Huh.
Lantern, gas burner, kitchen table, bicycle frame, wrench, eye protector, egg beater, air conditioning unit. I knew that one.
Yeah. Okay.
2-cycle gas engine. Internal combustion engine.
Wow.
Starter generator, refrigerator controls. I don't know what a clothes dresser is.
Clothes dresser. I don't know.
Oh, is it maybe a mannequin? I don't know. Bottle caps.
I wonder, is it just a chest of drawers that you put your clothes in? Yeah.
Maybe that's it. Okay. Telephone system. Auto air brake. Helicopter. Let's see. Super soaker. Blood plasma. That was Charles Drew.
Yep.
Ice cream. Says Augustus Jackson.
Thank you, Augustus.
Oh, potato chip.
Oh.
Space shuttle retrieval arm.
Huh.
Video commander, multi-stage rocket. Wow. Okay.
Some of that stuff is amazing. Sorry. I don't know where that came from. A lot of that stuff is absolutely amazing.
Oh, here's something interesting though. Automatic elevator doors, 1887.
1887. So it wasn't Otis.
No. So the guy Alexander Miles, all right, they believe he came up with the inspiration for the automatic elevator doors after watching his daughter Grace suffer a life-threatening injury when she fell down the elevator shaft.
Yikes!
Because back in the day they had a person
right,
was in there to open up, or you had, I guess you pulled it open. He says the elevator doors prior were opened either by patrons or a dedicated operator, but the open shaft often led to horrific accidents.
Wow.
So that's
I used to work in a building that had the grate. Oh, that used to freak me out. Every time I got in that elevator, that thing used to freak me out.
I used to like it because I remember it was you had to pull the thing closed, and then you could see the things going up and down. So I like that one. So when we talk about the toilet, it was the modern toilet. So I guess it's the chamber commode, which is essentially featured the mirror, book rack, washstand, table, and easy chair.
Okay.
And the golf tee.
Really?
So everybody over there at the Masters and all these other places that
they probably got tired of black man holding the damn golf ball for them.
This is something interesting. The gas heating furnace.
Oh wow.
It said it was inspired by the ineffectiveness of her fireplace. This is Alice H. Parker. Okay. During cold New Jersey winters, big up New Jersey, Parker invented a heating system that drew in cold air and conveyed the heat through a heat exchanger. So during her time, most buildings were heated with coal or wood. While her invention was not the first gas patent, it was the first to feature individually controlled air ducts that transferred heat to different parts of the building.
Wow. That's amazing.
Nice.
Waiting on Trump to bring that coal back.
Clean coal.
Yeah.
The pacemaker. Did you know that?
No.
1964, Otis Boykin. He patented 26 devices, but is best known for his electronic control devices used in guided missiles, IBM computers, and the pacemaker.
Wow. That is amazing.
So he says that his inventions were inspired by the death of his mother, Sarah, after she suffered heart failure when he was just 1 year old.
He remembered that? Oh. I guess trauma lives forever.
All right. What's anything extra? Thermostat temperature control, 1935 by Frederick Jones. Let's see. He invented the first automatic refrigeration system for long-haul trucks and railroad cars. Okay, that's huge.
That is huge because that's how a lot of food is transported now. That is huge.
The roof-mounted cooling system allowed for better transportation of food and blood. Oh, wow. He also invented a snowmobile and a box office that delivered tickets and change to customers. Interesting.
That is interesting.
Not bad.
At all. It's always good to learn different people because, they tell us about the same people. If we listen to what's going on in school, we only had 10 people that did stuff.
George Washington Carver.
Yes.
Actually, as far as inventors, I think
Madam C.J. Walker.
The straightening comb, yeah.
She was really a business. Yeah. I mean, you only had...
Was she the first black
millionaire?
Okay.
Female black millionaire.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she's the one for all you guys
responsible for your slick hair.
So all the pimps salute. I wonder who invented what's it called? What they call it back in the day when they
conch.
Yes. I wonder who invented that.
I don't know, but my grandfather wore it to his grave. I thought his hair was red.
First time I ever heard of that, with that term, was when I was reading the autobiography of Malcolm X. Yeah.
Which is a wonderful book, by the way, and people should read it.
It is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And let's see.
It is amazing to see a transformation of a life.
Well, it that lets you know that everybody can change.
Right.
You can change for the better.
Right.
And you're not always, held by your surrounding or your environment.
Right.
You know? So you
Right.
can break free from that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not the standard. I want to throw that in there too.
Absolutely not the
'Cause
standard.
they'll throw it. This
Yeah.
what kills me. Jay-Z is a billionaire and he started from the projects.
Okay.
And, so if he can do it, why can't you?
Well, one, I don't have the talent. Let's start there. I don't have his talent.
I'm like, well, I can't rap.
Right, there you go. You need to say so and so started in Dundalk and now he's a millionaire. Why can't you?
That kills me. The double standard of all that too. But this is day 10. So we did Black Inventors today, and it actually is a lot because I know we missing some because there was a lot. The women who contributed to, I don't know if you call them inventors, but I think they should be thrown in that category with the whole space shuttle and satellites and stuff like that.
Yes, you talk about the Hidden Figure women?
Yes.
Yeah.
An
amazing movie, amazing book.
Yeah.
Check them out.
Did you read? Not read. What's the movie that just came out on Netflix?
Don't get me started. It is so much
with
out.
the women in World War II or something.
Oh, 6888.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It was amazing.
Okay. I didn't get to see that.
Please watch it. It was amazing.
What was it?
Oh my God, it was so good.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yes.
It was just. I think the thing that kind of threw me off when I heard something about they ensured the mail got through or something along those lines. Mm-hmm. I was like,
no, watch it. Watch it. Just watch it but you gotta remember too, that was the only way that people communicated, and it's during that time, I can't remember. They probably did have telephones, but the soldiers weren't able to get to telephones.
Right.
So that was the only way that they could communicate to their family that they were okay, that they were alive, or they weren't okay and they weren't alive.
Communicate back.
Right. Family. So, and it was a big morale booster.
Right.
And you gotta watch it because they went through some stuff.
You ain't gotta tell me. When I was in boot camp, we had that one day. I mean, not the one day, but we had the one time of the day. In the evening, that's when they had mail call. Okay. And that's when you got all the letters. Right, and then you sat out there and you got the little packages. Mm-hmm. And some people got letters, some people didn't. Right. But it was kind of like, oh man, it'd be nice to get a letter. But I got letters. Matter of fact, one of my high school friends used to write me letters.
Oh, nice.
From Francis McCline.
Oh.
Right. And especially if you got like any package like candy or anything, we had to share whatever. We didn't have to, but we did.
Which was good.
You couldn't keep it, so you had to,
Right.
But that's really good. That little mail thing.
Yeah, no, you gotta watch it. They put some serious obstacles up for those women, but they got it done because that's
military
what
women.
Yes.
In World War II.
Yes. They put some black military women. You have to make that distinction because they gave them a job that was absolutely impossible. Well, everybody thought it was impossible.
Women, speaking of military, women couldn't actually join the military in traditional role.
Right.
Like I know in the Navy they had this thing they were called waves.
Okay.
Where they were like support.
Right.
Right.
And that's pretty much what these ladies were.
Okay.
Support.
And then some of them couldn't. They were segregated.
Yeah.
Also, and they weren't allowed to get the same things. That other people,
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like they put them through some mess, man.
So let me ask you a question. Recently, I hate to get back on the guy, the orange guy, but he ordered the military academies not to teach about the Tuskegee Airmen.
That's horrible.
Right? Do you think it's important that people in the military know about those? Okay.
Yes, because I guarantee you they teaching about other people that were in the military.
Yeah.
I know that they're teaching about other people in the military.
I think it also teaches military personnel that to treat people
equally.
Mm-hmm. And don't down anybody, look down on anybody because of their, skin, religion, or whatever. Everybody's capable.
Right.
So I think, with Black History, we call it Black History because we're not getting the recognition.
Right.
We're easily just faded out and, whatever. Yep. but it's still American history.
It is.
Why would you want to, eliminate these things from American history if you're American?
Right. Right.
So that's
and these are facts that you can't change.
Right.
Like it is pretty much written in stone. Like you can try to erase it, but I hope that people continue to let their children know. And like I said, definitely go to that African American Museum because it's an experience that everybody should do.
But he said it's not a one day. You can't see everything in one day. You
really can't. Like if you really want to look, really get to see stuff, you really can't. But it's just made so beautifully that you kind of move through our story from beginning to what's happening now. Okay. So, and that's how it's designed for you to walk through it. And it's just amazing. I just thought it was absolutely amazing. And I was trying not to cry because there were moments that I was just like,
really?
The emotion. And my son was like, "Ma, you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm not okay. I'm not okay. But I'm going to be okay."
Okay. We got to go down there together because I would like to see you cry.
Oh. Why you want to see me cry? I can't believe you've never seen me cry.
I've never seen you cry.
The 100 years that I've known you.
Never seen you cry.
Okay.
But no, you remember the song we was talking about on our road trip?
That brings emotion?
Yeah. No. John Legend's song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what made me think about it.
Oh
nope,
my God.
I've never.
I have to honestly say, like, I had this emotional thing. I was watching one of the Kennedy Center honors, and I don't remember. I think they were honoring an opera singer, and they had all of these women from different races singing a song to her, and I can feel it now. Really? Like I was just like, it was so beautiful that you just got
tearing up.
You got so caught up in it. One, that you don't see a lot of African American opera singers. Like, that they're out there.
I only knew of one, and that was Leontine Price.
Right.
Yeah.
So to see these, it was like 3 African American women, an Asian woman, and another woman. I wasn't sure. She looked Latino.
She's like who?
Latino.
Oh, Latino.
She looked Latino.
Okay.
And I was just so taken by the song, taken by the emotion of the song. I don't even know what they were singing about, but I really just like, oh my God, it was so beautiful. So we were talking about songs that make you cry. That was an emotional moment. That moment, and it was another one where, what was the guy's name? James Byrd. Was it James Byrd who the white men tied to a truck and dragged him?
Oh yeah.
So they were giving tribute to him and people that I think it was the NAACP awards, people that we had lost that year, and this woman started singing this song in opera, and it was just like, because it was all the emotion of that poor man and all of these people that were lost, and I was just sitting there trying to hold it together because I knew the longer she went with that song, it's like, I'm just gonna start crying. I'm just gonna start crying.
Well, you mentioned the Kennedy Center.
Yeah.
Okay, let me throw a little salt on your wound too. Your president, he's made himself the president of the board and is firing all the.
No.
Yes. He said he wants to get back to real.
Oh my God.
Art. Yes.
Stop it.
He's now the leader of the board, chairman of the board, whatever that title is. He's taking that upon himself, and then he's firing everybody, all the people that's on the directors.
Stop it.
Yes, I thought that was another one that was kind of hilarious.
First of all, why you over here in our business? That's what I would say as a Kennedy Center person. Like, why you over here? Aren't you supposed to be running the country? Why are you over here? Oh my God.
That's why I said it has to be people around him that's knowing him, saying, hey, can you do us this one solid? Because the stuff that he's jumping in makes no sense at all. Like,
yeah, why are you over here? Exactly. Why are you doing this? Stay on your side of the street.
It's a takeover, so they want to make sure that all the arts, and I think it has something to do with the LGBTQIA plus community or something along those lines, that they had performances there.
They contribute to our art and the things that
it's not good for America.
Yes,
according to him.
it is.
And I think I'm paraphrasing. Really, he said something along those lines that it wasn't
Oh my God.
good American wholesome whatever the hell he said. It was that's what he said.
Are you kidding me? Like all of these people that they honor for all of the things that they do.
I'm not joking. I thought that I was like, huh?
Sir, go. You're supposed to be running the country. Go sit down. Go sit down. No, don't mess with my Kennedy Center.
Yeah.
I love that show. Like, don't mess with my Kennedy Center. I love that show. I love how they honor the people who, the guests. It's just, and it always looks like everybody there is having a ball. It always looks like everybody's getting along. Everybody's enjoying the show. Like, why would you mess with that?
Because that's it. It's this transformation of America. So anyway, how about let's see, next episode. Oh, we didn't, I apologize. We have our third co-host who's not here today. Polonius Montravius Feather.
You give her a new name every week. Please don't give me any more new names. Or stop saying juicy.
Yeah, she is feeling a little bit under the weather.
Yeah.
I know I told you last time that she got caught shoplifting.
Stop it.
But she was not feeling well because in the jail they don't have really good they don't have really good accommodations, and so if you want to donate to her, send her some supplies or write
to her commissary.
Yes.
Is that what you saying?
Make checks payable to me. And I'll make sure she gets her pack of cigarettes.
You sound like American Greed, Mr. Scam Artist. That is one of my shows that I'm obsessed with.
What's it called?
American Greed. And it's about all of these people who run scams on people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And people willingly just give them money. And
that one movie Felonious said that we should have seen, Cell Block something.
Yes.
I did see it.
You did?
I did.
Did you cry?
I didn't cry, but it was a really good
close.
movie.
Okay.
No,
okay.
I mean, I'm a man. We don't cry. I ain't cried since Cooley High.
I can't say that. I will drop a tear in a minute. I will drop a tear. And this is new for me because I used to be, what are you crying for? Suck it up. But now I'm just like, it's probably the hormones. I'm just like, oh my God. I look at commercials. Oh my God, it's so cute.
Maybe we should do one, since we're talking about crying, movies.
Okay.
We could do, Black History Month.
Okay.
We can do Black movies.
Okay.
That not so, I guess not
that
so much
gives you some emotion,
yes,
some kind of emotional response.
Yes.
We were talking about movies that made you cry. I forgot Sounder.
Is
with
that
the
about
dog. Yeah.
I think I've heard
Cicely
of it.
Tyson.
I don't think I've seen it though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the dog. Old Yeller.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know Cicely Tyson was in that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but is it majority black?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
It's called Sounder.
Sounder.
Okay.
Yep.
Also, those books that we mentioned last time, that they made into a movie.
Okay.
So
right.
maybe we will have to pull those movies up and watch those and see.
There you
go.
There you go. And see why you think they're banned.
Yes.
Or see why. Yeah.
Yes.
I definitely want to see why the Hunger Games are banned.
Hunger
Hunger Games.
Yeah, I've seen at least one of them.
I don't think I've seen any of them.
I can't imagine why they would be.
I don't know. I don't know.
Or was Planet of the Apes on there?
It was not. But that was just a list of 100. So it could be, it's been 10,000 books banned. So it could be on there somewhere.
And I'm sure, not that they would have access. When I was young, I was reading those books by Donald Goines.
Oh, geez. Yeah, I read a couple of them. Yeah. They're not kid friendly.
They're not.
They are not kid friendly.
I thought about this after the fact. When I was reading them, they're really not. I mean, they're good books because they tell a good story, whatever. And I think some of them had pictures in the books, right? Yeah. But as far as the actual writing, it wasn't like it was a person who was a really gifted.
A
yes.
Pulitzer Prize winner. Yeah. I agree. I agree.
So
100%.
it made me think that I could do this.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And it's been some books floating around the office that I think, yeah, anybody could write this. No.
And then maybe we could do one on. See, you're an avid book reader.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not so. Like I said, I'm a angry. I like if I'm bored, I'll pick something up or whatever. Or if I know there's a movie about it, I might want to read the book.
Oh, gotcha.
Or something that's going to give me a different perspective of something. I'll read political books sometimes.
Okay.
Too,
Okay.
But
no, I'm reading 2 books right now. Yeah.
I said I'm still on that same chapter of Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones is hard to read. Yeah. I had to put it down. It's hard to read. It's still in my Kindle, but it was hard to read.
And I got 4 or 5 more books of that to read. And then I have what's the one from the movie You.
Oh
yeah. You.
Yeah.
I have
it's
those.
the first one I think is You. The first one is called You.
And then all right, so I
couldn't
those.
read that one either. I put that down too.
I tried the sample of the talking book, the
audiobook,
and I thought it was great because it was his voice.
And I think that's a problem for me. I only hear his voice in my head. It is just like, no, I want to, and I don't know why this is, because I really enjoyed the TV show, but as I'm reading it, I'm just like, oh my God, you're a creepy stalker. Like, I didn't know that already. I don't know.
Worse?
I think it is. I feel like it is.
Because I can always connect it with Joel. Yeah. Was it
Joe?
Joe. Was it Goldberg? No.
I don't remember. That's crazy. Yeah, it gives me the ick. It gives me the ick. That's the best way I can describe it. I was like, oh, I don't like this.
And I thought about when you said 50 Shades of
Gray.
You
would like that, I feel like.
Okay, I'm gonna try. Well, I should read the book.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no. The book has more detail because it really, when they said they were coming out with the movie, I was like, how are they going to give that an R rating? Like that?
Should have got a.
Yeah. What is it? What's the highest? The NC-17?
NC-17.
Yeah.
Well, outside of X, right?
Well, it wasn't quite X, but it was skating that line. I ain't even going to lie.
NC-17.
Yeah, it was skating that line. So I was just like, how are they going to cram all of that into this book? And I think what they did with the movie is they really romanticize it. It is kind of sort of a romance novel. They did kind of make it more on the romance side, but he got some some kink.
I get a few minutes into it and I get bored.
Just give it a chance.
Give it a chance, okay.
Give it a chance. Like get past their whole back and forth and her insecurity, and give it a chance. And once you get to the meat of it, you'll just be like, okay. And don't suggest that Felonious or I would do anything in the book. Just letting you know.
So it's good.
So just letting you know we're not doing any of those things.
All right. So then, I guess at one of our last episodes of Black History Month, we'll pick out a book.
Okay.
And that we'll recreate.
No,
and I go first.
No, you're not doing that. No.
So hey, you guys, thank you for listening. As always, check us out on www.hottopixpodcast.com. That's TOPIX. And we're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on TikTok.
And everywhere you get your podcast. So listen to us on your favorite podcast station.
Hey, don't forget, give us drop us a 5-star rating for us so we can move on up the selection list.
Yes, we want to be the Jeffersons.
Yes, moving on up. So we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you.
And Friday, if I'm gonna have to check to make sure we got that date for our Friday. It's Valentine's Day, right?
Yep, coming up.
So we have that wine and pasta. Okay, so we have to check on the ticket thing and whether she wants us to do it with the low ticket sale. So we'll figure it out. If not, we might just be inviting some of you guests out there for our own little personal whatever. So
our own little personal Valentine.
Well, I won't be able to let them know. Check the website.
Oh my gosh.
And hopefully Felonious will be feeling better.
Yes.
And I might chip in and get her out on bail. I guess I can donate a good. What was her bail, like $100.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not participating in these shenanigans.
She got locked up. They won't let her out for $11.13. You guys
Good
later.
night. Thank you, family, for listening to the latest episode of Hot Topics. As usual, listen, like, share, subscribe. Ta.